Hey girl, hey. Hey boy, hey. Welcome back to my channel. It's Mama Beauties. Welcome. If you are new, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and welcome to my regulars. This is a place where we do not hate, we participate, we articulate, we speculate, and if you don't act right, we'll have to regulate. So we are very kind here. We agree to disagree. We do not spill tea. We do not throw dirt, and we do not cast shade. So you are free to speak your mind in the chat box, and we are doing a new segment for Sundays. And what it's going to be is Send It In Sunday. And what you're going to do is send in to my email, which is MAMABUDEEZ@gmail.com. It is right here on the screen. Oh, right here on the screen. And you will send it in, and I will put your little suggestion in this bucket here, and I will draw it every Sunday after I do the live segment from the previous Sunday. So we drew the name of the Greyhound killer out of the bucket that someone had suggested. And so I did a little bit of research on it, and I'm just going to share this with you guys. This case is mind-blowing. I had never heard about it before, and the way that it ended was not justice. It wasn't. There was no justice in this case, and the victim's family has got to be devastated because of the results of the end of this. And I was mind blown when I found out about how everything went down. I do have to warn you that the information in this case is extremely triggering, and it is very, very violent and grotesque. And so if you are somebody that cannot handle that, I ask that you do not watch this video. I am getting ready to tell you in detail what happened to Timothy McLean, and I just am giving a huge, huge trigger warning. Adult content. It is on the level of the Kevin Bacon story that I shared, and so it is dark, evil, and ugly. I just want to warn you. Okay, hey everybody in the chat. Hey, hey, hey. If you are looking to help a single mom out, assist her out, I have lots of wonderful skincare and beauty products that you can purchase from my Mary Kay website below that will help me out more than you know. And it will give you the skin that I have, because I have been using Mary Kay for 1.5 years, and it has done wonders, almost 2 years. So if I quit selling Mary Kay, I would definitely wear it until the day I die. Then my Rarity Nails link is down below. If you like real nail polish that you just stick on and go, you just file downwards the tips and you've got real nail polish that's already dry. If you like that, if you are an on-the-go woman, then the link for that is down below as well. We have over 200 different sets to choose from, and you can have that shipped directly to your house. If you are out of the country, I do a pop-up shop with my nails every Friday, and I charge $15 for shipping to get to you out of the country. So if you are looking to join my Patreon, because we are going to finish Discovery in my Patreon, we've got halfway through Discovery on the channel, and we were having to abruptly stop, but I can cover the rest of it in my Patreon. So I'm not going to do that until February 1st. So just make sure that you sign up for my Patreon before February 1st. Let's see, what else? My PayPal link is down below, and that is it. Oh, my new email is across the screen. So feel free to reach out to me anytime you need. All right, let's jump into the case. Just give me 1 second to step over here and get my drink. If you have any questions or skincare or cosmetic related questions or about the nails, feel free to email me at the email below. And no question is too irrelevant or too small. You can ask me anything, okay? So don't feel odd if you're asking something super simple. I do not mind to answer any questions for you. So now, this precious boy that was born in 1985 and his life abruptly ended in 2008 barely got to live his life, and his name was Timothy McLean. And I don't really want to give the name of the man that murdered him because he doesn't deserve that. He doesn't deserve his name to be put out there. But he did change his name later on in the story, and I will give that name just so people know who to beware of. This happened in Canada. So if you are Canadian, please be aware of this name, because let me just share the story. On July 30th of 2008, Timothy Richmond McLean lost his life on a Greyhound bus because the man sitting beside him, the Greyhound killer. Oh, thank you so much, Pilot P. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. So he lost his life on the Greyhound bus because the man sitting beside him, the Greyhound killer, violently murdered him. They were seatmates traveling on a Greyhound bus from Edmonton, Canada, to Winnipeg when Vince pulled out a knife and repeatedly pierced that knife through Timothy. Repeatedly. All the passengers fled on foot, as well as the driver, off the bus immediately. They all could not believe their eyes when they sat there and watched in astonishment when this Greyhound killer decapitated Timothy McLean, and he mutilated his body and cannibalized it, you guys. Then a special team arrived. A truck driver stopped. The passengers, of course, called the police, and a special team came. Let me find out what the name of that team is, because it's a certain name in Canada. It's called the RCMP. They are a special unit that arrived, and they came with negotiators and heavily armed tactical unit. And it was 5 hours later when the Greyhound killer tried to escape through a window. So they were able to apprehend him when he was doing that. So many people were traumatized that day, having to witness all of this. Thank you for thanking Pilot, you guys. Yes, Brandy, he sure did. This sick man was able to plea out because of mental illness, since he told a psychiatrist that day God told him in his voice to kill Timothy because he was so-called force of evil and needed executed. That was his reasoning. He was sent to a psychiatric facility in 2009 instead of prison, you guys. Are you following me? Yes. He was sent to a psychiatric institution instead of prison because he came up with the cockamamie story that God told me to do it. And the judge believed him and said that he was not mentally capable of standing trial. So he was sent to this facility. And in February of 2017, the Greyhound killer received an absolute discharge from this facility, you guys. He is now living a free life in Manitoba, Canada. He is now living scot-free, and he got an absolute discharge, which means there are no conditions for him. He doesn't have to report to anyone. He doesn't have to answer to anyone. He is scot-free man in Canada. He is no longer being held responsible for what he did. He also changed his name to William Lee Baker. If you live in Canada, he also changed his name to William Lee Baker. Okay? In Manitoba. William Lee Baker in Manitoba. Run if you come around this man. Run if you come around this man. I know I sound like a broken record, but this blows my mind, you guys. Can you believe this? He even had the chief executive of the Schizophrenia Society of Canada go to bat for him, saying he has been a model citizen since he got out. This gentleman said that this man is remorseful and he will never forgive himself. So first he was held not criminally responsible in court and sent to a psychiatric hospital. And then he was released with an absolute discharge. But now this chief of the Schizophrenia Society, Chris Somerville, says that he's going to bat for him. He says that we have nothing to worry about since he is a low risk of reoffending. Yeah, that's what he said. We have nothing to worry about. He's just a low risk. You didn't say that he's not a risk. You said he's a low risk. What is wrong with this picture, you guys? Timothy's mother strongly disagrees, and so do I. There is a 7% chance he will reoffend, and that's not worth risking. Even the guy, Chris Somerville, said there's a 7% chance of him reoffending. He said that if he went to prison, that there would have been a 47% chance of him reoffending. But since he went to the psychiatric facility, there's only a 7% chance that he'll reoffend. Wow. Timothy's mom is working hard to change these laws. She said maybe Vince is feeling better today, but her son is still dead. She asked society, what if Vince forgets to take his medicine? And that was his name, William Lee Baker, before he changed it. What if William forgets to take his medicine and someone else's life is taken? Two of the passengers filed a lawsuit against this man and Greyhound in 2011, including a lawsuit against the RCMP and the government of Canada for $3 million in compensation because of what they saw. It was dropped in 2015 since there are laws protecting the bus line through no-fault insurance. Nice little loophole, huh? Timothy's family also filed a lawsuit of $150,000 against LI and Greyhound and Canada Attorney General. It's still in limbo right now, but Greyhound never offered them any condolences to this day. All the other organizations sent their condolences to this family, but not Greyhound. After Timothy was brutally murdered, his son was 5 months. His son was born 5 months after. So when Timothy was brutally murdered, the mother of his child was 4 months pregnant. Timothy's mom fought the child's mother for custody for years. And then she got permanent guardianship in February of 2016. So it was 8 years of fighting when she finally got permanent guardianship. His mother has not seen her son since she had a dispute with Timothy's mother in January of 2018. So the mother is not even being allowed to see the child. Timothy's father has also not been allowed to see his grandson because they were divorced before Timothy was killed. So when the grandmother got custody of Timothy's son, she would not let his father see him. And so that, on top of his son being murdered, is hurting him. A truck driver who stopped and barricaded the bus the day that this all happened has PTSD from seeing the decapitation. Oh, I didn't tell you that, did I? Did I tell you that he decapitated him as well? Yes. And he admits that he is a raging alcoholic because of it. And there was also another mentally ill woman on the bus that day, and she had a lot of PTSD from it, to the point that she lost her child, and the state did not feel like she was fit to raise her child because of all the trauma she has from seeing all of that. She finally got help, and her mother got custody of her child, and she's allowed to see them and make big decisions in their life and all of that. But there are a lot of people who have been affected by this. And this man is walking scot-free, you guys. William Lee Baker. No, that is not okay. What if it's your child that 7% sees? What if 7% is just too much when it comes to life or death? That's just too much of a risk. He should have never seen the light of day. Mm-mm. Yep. They've seen a lot, those people. They were out in the middle of nowhere. They had nowhere to run, nowhere to go. No other choice. And that nice truck driver that barricaded that psycho in the bus so he couldn't come out and inflict the damage on other people that he did on Timothy on the inside of that bus. It's sick. I'll look up then, see if yes, there was a trial. No, he was not fit to stand trial. He was held not criminally responsible. There was not a trial because he was not fit to stand trial. They said he was not criminally responsible. DCR is what they said. DCR. It was in Canada, and it happened in they were on their way. It happened on the highway. And hold on. It tells me where they were traveling from Edmonton, Canada, Edmonton, to Winnipeg. And it happened on the highway. All you have to do is Google Greyhound killer, and so much information comes up. So I just know Edmonton to Winnipeg. No, I don't think I'd ever be okay after seeing that either. I think I would be beyond help. Mm-hmm. Isn't that a crazy story? Let's see. He was born in 1985. He was killed in 2008. So 85 to 95 would be 10 years. To 05 would be 20 years. He was 23 years old. And the man that killed him was 40. Timothy McLean was 23 years old. And it happened 11, 12 years ago. Hey, Miss T. He was 23, I'm pretty sure. But it might not have been his birthday yet, so Haley could be right. He could be 22. Oh, wow. He worked for the carnival, and he was coming back home from working the carnival. He was on his way back home. BS has watched a documentary on it. My subscriber sent it in as a suggestion. It was the first time I'd ever heard of it. So does anyone have any suggestions to put in the bucket before I draw for next Sunday's Send It In Sunday segment? Every Sunday, I'm going to cover a case that you guys send to me because you send me so many cases and I haven't been able to keep track of them all. So this is the best way for me to keep track of them, for you not to think that I'm playing favorites and covering someone else's story and not yours. We're just going to draw it live so you can see what I'll be covering next Sunday. So if anybody has any ideas, let me know. He could be mentally capable to face charges at a later time. That would be good, Julie, but it's been 12 years, so how long are they going to wait? PTSD for sure, nightmares forever. Hope the whole country knows his whole town. Beware to watch their backs. Yeah, he lives in Manitoba, I think is what it's called. Hold on, I'll tell you guys so everybody knows where this fool lives. Manitoba, Canada. Okay, he lives in Manitoba, Canada. Manitoba, Manitoba. And his name that he goes by now, he changed his name. It used to be Vince L.I. for Lee, and now he changed it to William Lee, L-E-E, just like Christopher Lee. William Lee Baker, I believe. William Lee Baker is what I think he changed it to. Yep, that's it. Winnipeg, Manitoba. Yep. Thank you, May. He was a very lovable guy. Never met someone who didn't like him. That is so precious. Yes, they have a little memorial for him along the highway. It's got a shirt there on a cross. It has his name. It has something from his dad that says, "Son, I love you." Yeah, William Lee Baker is his name. All right, let me write this down. Bryce. Las Bissa. Bissa. Do you know where that happened? Been missing after a car accident in 2016. Missing. Do you know where that happened? If not, it's okay. I'm sure Google will tell me. Thank you, Julie. We're going to throw him in there. Okay. All right. We can throw the FLDS in there. Why not? Utah FLDS. See what's going on with them. Because there's plenty of victims with the FLDS, you guys. Plenty of victims. All right. All right, we are going to draw out for next true crime, or next Send It In Sunday, and see what we will be covering. We are going to be covering Amaria Hall from Trenton, Michigan. Missing person, Amaria Hall from Trenton, Michigan. I will do research all week long. Today, I was only able to research a couple of hours. I didn't really get to dive deep into it, but I got enough information that we all know to stay away from William Lee Baxter. But this week I'll be able to look up a bunch of different articles and dive deep into Amaria Hall. She was last seen in Trenton, Michigan. And so we will give her story some attention next Sunday. All right. Casistac, California. Casistac. Okay. Robert Picton, the pig farm murders near Vancouver. All right, I'll throw that in. May, Robert. Picton. Vancouver, BC. You got it. It's in there. It's going in the bucket. And that's how we're going to do it, you guys. And we will save that. And after I cover Amaria Hall, we will draw another segment out of the bucket. And if you guys need anything, feel free to email me right here at my new email. I went ahead and snatched up that MAMABUDEEZ real fast. And if you want to join my Patreon, go ahead, but it won't charge you until the first of the month. So I won't send out any nails or add you to the group until you have been formally charged. So you can either wait until the last week of the month to sign up on my Patreon, or you could sign up today and just know that it's not going to charge you until the 1st. So thank you. Are up to old crime that were solved but weird? I would like to stick with things that need solved, but I covered a case tonight that was already solved, so that's fine. If you really want it to have some coverage, let's do it, BS. It's just up to you guys. You guys can decide what needs to be, needs more attention or needs out there. Or if you're passionate about it, then by all means, we'll put it in. And if we draw it out, we'll cover it. Yes, thank you, Cynthia. That means a lot. Yes, exactly. And, if it's already been solved, then what it's going to do is bring awareness to that kind of case. Maybe there's a woman out there or a man out there that's in that same situation. And when we cover a case, we're letting them know that it doesn't end well, that you need to get out because this did not end well for this victim. So maybe somebody was thinking about riding the bus and they were really nervous about riding the bus and they weren't sure if they should do it or not. And then they heard this case tonight and now they're like, nope, not riding the bus. And then we kept them from something happening, or them having a panic attack the whole way there or whatever. So you never know who you are helping in the long run or in the universe. Socially distorted. We just talked about all that. That's exactly what this whole video is about. Thank you, though. You must have got here late. Yeah, we all were just very upset about that. How he was not held criminally responsible. I had never heard of the case either, Cynthia, until one of my subscribers told me about it tonight. You guys hit that like button. Go ahead and hit that like button. I know it's really sad case and it's not very likable, but hit it for me. Hit the like button for me. There's 31 of you on here. Let's see if we can get 31 likes or dislikes. It don't matter. You can hit the dislike button if you want. So BS wants Lisa Marie Kimmel covered. my niece's name was Lisa Marie, and her case was a murder that the lady got away with it. I'll have to share that with you guys someday, but I feel like it's not my story to tell. It's her mom's story to tell. And me and her mom aren't talking right now, so not sure if I should share it, but I may. We'll see. So Lisa Marie Kimmel, BS, and it was in Wyoming. Gotcha. See? Oh, you're fine, socially distorted. Hey, you're just chiming in. That's all right here. I just wanted to let you know that we just got done saying that. You're okay. I'm Canadian, so very familiar with this story. Thank you, Yvette. I'm so sorry this happened in your area. I'm so sorry. That is just, how do you guys have faith in the judicial system when something like this happens? You know, we have the same things happen here, and it makes you lose hope in people being punished for what they did wrong. All you got to do is act crazy, and you'll get out of it. Not okay. Another good unsolved case is the Bardstown murder in Kentucky. Recent and unsolved. My parents live up there. Hot case. All right, let's write it down. Bardstown murders. Do you know anything else about it, love? Bardstown murders, Kentucky. Awareness and so helpful, especially later if someone is Googling specific information, your stream could come up and help someone. Thank you, Julie. Oh, Pilot, I'm going to cover that on my blog. Thank you. Yay. So we got Bardstown murders, Kentucky, going in the bucket. His wife had a baby after they got married in prison on conjugal visits just so she could get welfare. Plus, they named the baby Lisa Marie. Oof. Creepy. All right, we got the Bardstown murders, Kentucky up in here. Dropping it in the bucket. All righty. Oh, that's good, Yvette. I love that. That is awesome. Good. Get rid of it. Nip it in the bud like that. All right, you guys, unless you have some more cases that you want to share with me. 5 people killed in 1 year. A cop, a father, a daughter, and another mother and daughter. I graduated from University of Louisville, only about 30 minutes from Bardstown. Oh, wow. So they think they have a serial killer, Pilot. Sounds right up my alley. All right, well, I'm going to get off here and finish up my, I'm going to do some more of my research in my Daddy is a Hero book. I'm coming on and I'm going to do a book review on that. But it's not going to be about this discovery and all of that. I promised Frankie Jr. I'd stop talking about that. It is going to be about family annihilators in general, and about communal narcissists and how well they hide in our community, and how they are do-gooders, and how they're always helping people, and they hide behind this mask that we all think are amazing, like amazing fathers and amazing husbands and amazing wives and amazing mothers. And all actuality, they're a narcissist that is a completely different type of narcissist than you're used to dealing with. And so they're hard to spot. And so we're going to point out the red flags. We're going to talk about everything in this book. She drops hints about the family annihilator in this book being a communal narcissist throughout the entire book. So I am actually going through and finding all of those points and tying it all together to help get this information out there, because, you know, had she known, she was a very smart girl, the victim in that case, and had she known what she was dealing with, then maybe she would have left. So I want to make sure that you know what you're dealing with in case you are somebody like her. All right, how about, oh, there's one more. All right, let me write these down. Delphi murders were 2 young girls murdered, never solved. I think I covered that already, Maria M., didn't I? Are they twins? Were they twins? Let me put that down. Delphi murders. Okay. Delphi murders. I gotcha. Delphi murders. We're going to drop that in the bucket. And then we have, you're welcome, Julie. How about Paul Bernardo and Carla Homolka? Okay. Paul Bernardo and Carla HOMOLKA. Okay. Murders in Canada. Horrible story. 3 murders, even a sister. Okay. I was recently in Louisville, Pete. My bestie Nate is from Kentucky, Louisville. Yvette, that case still gives me the creeps. Have a good evening. Sleep well. Nate Hankins or Nate Goldsmith, Brandy. Very creepy, Caroline. That's, oh, where did I go? Neither. His name is Nate Eubank. Hey, everyone. Yes, I saw the movie and also read the book. The name I had written down was Alexis Murphy from Virginia. Okay. Alexis Murphy, Virginia. All right. I guarantee you other creators start doing this too. But that's okay. I want them to. All right, now, I love and appreciate your channel, Mama, and subs. Thank you, guys. There is no drama here. It's great. I live in Austin when yogurt shop murders happened in Austin. Oh, wow. I suggested the Austin yogurt shop murders. Okay. Austin yogurt shop murders. I had some already written down in the bucket. If you guys told me, these are the ones I already had written down. I had the Amaria Hall, which we're doing next week. I had Jody LaCornu and Kelsey Schelling already. So I got the Austin yogurt shop murders. I got the yogurt shop murders. Thank you, Becca. I didn't mean to miss again. It was my bath time for the kiddos. It's okay. Delphi, I hope they find him soon. How about Christian Longo? Okay, this is the last one, you guys. I'm not taking any more. Christian Longo. Well, if you have any more, I'm going to have you email them to me. Christian Longo. Christian Longo. Got it. And they will, girl. It's okay, though. No one can do it like you do or run the type of loving channel that you run. Oh, that's so sweet. Okay, now we got a lot of cases in here, but don't hesitate to send me more. Just email me to the email right here across the screen, and know that I love you guys. Know that the way that my Patreon works is for $3 a month. You get into a private group. You have access to a small community at all times through Facebook. for only $3 a month. And we are very loving, supporting community. You don't just get me, you get the whole community in my Patreon. So we're all there for each other. If you do it at a $9 level, you're going to get a free set of nails mailed directly to you at no cost to you that very first month, but you will not get it the second month. If you sign up at the $25 level, you will get in the Patreon the same, added to the group the same as everything else, but you will receive 2 free sets of nails mailed directly to you every single month at that $25 level. So it comes with a subscription. Thank you guys so, so much. I am so sorry that I even have to talk about money, but I'm trying to get the money together to get my little car and to get me a new phone because I am so tired of dealing with my 1990s phone. So don't hate that I got to get my work on. And I'll see you guys later. All my links are down below. Bye.